Now, the court has allowed the vetting process of principal secretaries and nominees to proceed. According to Justice Ndumanderi, the 3 petitions that had been filed to stop the vetting process were done so prematurely. President William Ruto had nominated 51 people to fill the position, and the National Assembly committees had already started the vetting process before the petition to stop them. Our political affairs reporter Daniel Kariuki brings us up to speed from our city center studio. Good afternoon, Daniel. What's the status update on it?
Right, Fatia, you said it right that the courts have allowed for the vetting of the 51 PS nominees to continue, and immediately after the court just allowed the process to continue, the National Assembly has put out the schedule of the remaining principal secretaries that will be vetted. About 29 of them will be vetted tomorrow, Wednesday, from 9 by various departmental committees. That process seems to end tomorrow, or rather will be ending tomorrow before the report is taken to the National Assembly. Looking at some of the, or rather looking at the updated or revised draft of the PS vetting, the PS for Education, that's Belio Kipsang, will be facing the Departmental Committee on Education tomorrow at around 11, and that will be just after the PS to Correctional Services, Mary Muthoni, will have been vetted. So we are going to be following keenly to know exactly how the process will be going. Of course, the judge said that the process has to come to an end so that a case can be filed. And we will recall that in the last parliament, the 12th parliament, the speaker then, Justin Muturi, said that the courts could not hold a process that had already begun in the National Assembly, and the only thing that would happen is for those who had filed the petition to wait for the process to be over so that they could now file a case to challenge the process and the outcome of that process. And that's exactly what the court has just said this morning. Now, the Law Society of Kenya had gone to court challenging the PS list, PS nominee list that had been given out by President William Ruto, saying that the list did not meet the threshold on regional balance, gender, excuse me, as well as matters to do with the 2/3 gender rule. And of course, LSK is saying that 13 of the PSs were from one community. Actually, 13 were from the Kikuyu community, 13 from the Kalenjin community, while the others had been from different communities, and therefore saying that 1 or 2 communities had really dominated in that list. Well, we are going to be following to see once the report is out, or rather once the vetting process is over, if the case will continue or what will be happening. But from this end, I want to take you back to Fatia. But of course, we'll be following up that vetting process as it continues tomorrow.
Right, Daniel Kariuki, thank you so much for that update on the vetting of the principal secretaries, the 51 principal secretaries.